Awesome. Come on out, guys. It's time for the review.
All right, we got the Reborns Gundam. I think it's a bit of a pun on Reborns. He looks fabulous. Starting off, we have two identical white runners. Looks like for the limbs and the GN. We got the GN drives. That's cool. Some nice panels on this piece. This piece has some cool panels. And so do these in the limbs. That's really cool. Moving on to the D runner. There's a joke there somewhere. Got some stickers. I don't love the matte black stickers. Low effort. This sticker is cool for the cannon eye, I think. So that'll be neat. Some magenta, and this pale yellow is a little interesting. Onto the gray, we've got our mechanical pieces, some hands. This, I think this is a rifle. It's got some interesting little tidbits. Maybe we can get in there with some copper. I think that'd be pretty cool. It's really just a 2-for-1 special. Looks like this guy went home, fell off. He fell off just like Lil Pump did. Again, two of the same. Some interesting lines on these pieces, and the feet. Not sure what these are supposed to be, but they have really cool little bits. This is nice. And we got we got a lot of different poly caps. So there should be some interesting movement here, hopefully. And lastly, we have a runner that has 3 colors, which is pretty cool. Looks like we got the head pieces. This crown is interesting, the way it goes all the way around. Some nice panel opportunities. The other part of the head looks like. And some cool clear pieces. The beam saber is shown to have a color though, so I mean 3 color separations on one runner is fine, so we'll just ignore that for now. It's cool, it's different. And this pale yellow is interesting. I haven't seen a kit that has yellow like this yet, so that's pretty neat. I might save this portion of runner for something later, just in case I want to use it. Enough of that. Ooh. Let's build this. Building the Reborns Gundam was simple but satisfying. With its mostly white body, I was able to cruise through with flush cuts and some minimal sanding, and then the dollops of red and pale yellow throughout accented the kit nicely. The Reborns Gundam features a navy cockpit core sticker on the torso with a clear prism piece fitting over the top, which allows it for light to refract over it and provide extra depth to the cockpit. This is a mainstay in 00 kits. You'll see this a lot with GN drives typically. It's a very small detail, but it adds so much, so I'm here for it. One of my favorite parts about this build has to be the legs. The knee, to be more specific, that yellow part on the knee actually slides forward when you bend that double jointed knee, resulting in more of an armor shift that feels a lot more mechanically sound than your normal unarmored double jointed knees from high grade kits. Lastly, we've got the arms and the accessories. The arms have very nicely detailed shoulders, and those GN drives on the elbows are another nice touch. The arms are very structurally sound, able to support the weight of all the accessories and weapons that come with it. And lastly, we'll just touch on those GN fangs, which are comprised of 2 pieces that lay flat against each other, which meant that they were gated not so largely, so you don't have any nasty gates to deal with like on the Perfect Strike Freedom's Dragoon funnels. With those large fin fangs on its back, this kit is truly imposing. The sharp angles throughout, albeit from the V-fin or the aforementioned fin fangs down to those pointy Christian Louboutin heels, really exaggerate the silhouette and make it look all the more imposing. Despite standing on those lovely high heels, the Reborns Gundam is very sturdy. There's no joint looseness. Even the skirtings are firm and posable, allowing to give more of a sense of motion when you're doing poses like the one I've got here. This also extends to the accessories as well. The GN rifle comes with an extra stock piece that connects to the forearm to allow for more stability in these extreme poses, and the shield has some moving fin bits that slide smooth in and out on either side. The GM beam saber hilt attaches to the top of the fins on the backpack. You can see one is out and the other is laid down to have the beam saber pulled out. We do only have one type of hands in this kit. I would have liked some gesticulating hands, but that's okay. It's just the standard sandwich type with the molding of the fingers, and then the back of the hand clips the weapon in, albeit the beam saber or the rifle. But wait, there's more. The Reborns Gundam also has a cannon form, which transforms with minimal part swapping, which is really nice. So first we'll start by taking off the hands, which are the only parts that actually need removed from the kit, which is very nice. Then those forearms, we are going to swivel them, leaning the head forward. Those shoulder pieces are going to drop down as the arms turn completely around. The Reborns Gundam kind of has a Professor Quirrell situation going where it has that extra head just on its back. So this kit is instead going to lean backwards to allow that other form to take the center stage. Those heels are going to turn into some very functional flats by simply pushing up on the front and back side. They will lie flat, and then the extra double jointed knee flexibility will allow you to push the knee backwards and position this cannon form in its new planted state. We'll turn those GN fangs down and get them positioned up to be on either side of the head. The head coming down, pulling those shoulders up and making sure the Reborns Gundam head is tucked down. Next we'll add those new hands, which are more like little grasping claws than they are actual articulate hands, which is pretty interesting. I don't know that I would have swapped them personally, but it's okay. The headpiece on the cannon form is lovely, with a sticker in the back and again a nice lens going over top of that to add some nice depth. We can attach the GN shield to one arm, folding that stock bit on the rifle down to attach it again to give it another weapon to deal with. And now let's give it a once over. Now, while in this form, the Gundam side of the cannon form does look a little dopey, but I really appreciate the great lengths that the designers at Bandai went through to give us this transformation gimmick without needing for a lot of parts to be swapped in and out. And while this kit is by no means perfect, the High Grade Gundam Reborns was such a treat to build, and I really hope that it gets reissued soon, so that anyone else who might be watching that wants to can build and enjoy it like I have. Now before I go, I just wanted to give you a little update on what I've been working on in between these smaller kits, and it seemed appropriate given today's review. Thank you so much to everyone who participated in the Master Grade poll a few videos ago, and if you're interested in participating in more polls, follow me on Twitter, link down below. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video, which will be the brand new Cyclist Schwalbe Grays Custom.